Well, Dandadan episode 11 is here, and Okarun is being a dumbass while Jiji shows that if you're hot, you can act like a complete weirdo and still get a girl to like you. Unless that girl is Momo. This episode is mostly romantic drama, but with some fun action towards the end, and a love story that's still better than Twilight. I'm gonna give my thoughts on the episode, and hopefully entertain you fine people in the process. Welcome, friends. I'm Merlin with a Y, a certain famous wizard's less talented but more attractive cousin, and I'm here to talk about this lovable idiot making Okarun lose his mind. When we first meet him, Jiji has this mystery around him. This tall, attractive, supposedly tough guy who Momo used to have a crush on shows up, and it takes almost no time for him to shatter that mysterious image. He's a weirdo, just like everyone else in this group, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Everyone's reactions to him are just as funny. From Momo's exasperation to Okarun's insecure jealousy, Seiko's straight-faced compliments, and Aira's belief that Momo is still a demon trying to take over the world. Aira is still delusional, and I love it. That and Seiko with Jiji make a hilarious pair. The way they annoy Momo is priceless. Though I don't know how Okarun can have such an adorable scene with Momo making him say, "See you tomorrow," and somehow come to the conclusion that she's gonna abandon him for Jiji. Though, to be fair, he's not exactly experienced in the having friends department, but for God's sake, skip the drama and kiss her! Oh wait, you kind of did that already. Well, do it better next time, Okarun! Although I can sort of see why he'd be a bit worried. Jiji's a real stand-up guy. He teased her over a decade ago, and he still has the maturity and humility to apologize and ask for help. I know a fair amount of people who try to sweep it under the rug and say it wasn't that bad. But not Jiji. He's a class act, and a class clown. Though his happy-go-lucky behavior is definitely hiding some trauma right there. The scene where Jiji recounts his first meeting with the evil eye is amazing. They went with the less is more approach that I love. Compared to the manga that has the page turn open to a full page with the evil eye looking down on Jiji, the anime made it show less yet say more. The strange roots covering the hall slowly enveloping Jiji as he stares off in horror as the inhuman shadowy figure approaches. Only the twisted eyes are visible, with only a brief flash showing its contorted features. The roots prying Jiji's eyes open as he tries to force them shut, forced to watch the spirit approach in pure horror. All the while you can hear the roots climbing further, the horror theme reminiscent of a classic horror movie, and Jiji recounting the story. This all came together to elevate the scene even more, and make it work possibly better than the manga. Though in my opinion, fuck getting an exorcist, I'd move out. But no! Instead of following the age-old advice of leaving things well enough alone, Jiji gets recommended to go to Seiko, who can't do anything since it's out of her territory. Once again, Granny Seiko lets the kids do it instead. I know why, but it sucks we aren't getting to see her more in action. Either way, the next day Jiji joins Momo's class, and dear God I envy his confidence. Word of advice, do not copy Jiji. This kind of stuff only works because it's an anime, and he's handsome. Do not do this, or you will be made fun of relentlessly. Don't be the weeb that creeps people out. They send a bad message about the anime community. We do enough of that ourselves already. I will admit Jiji's weird behavior could probably come across as too much in the anime, as you can hear his voice and see his movements, rather than a funny pose on the page. But for me, I love it since I'm used to Jiji's weirdness and actively like it. Though I'm sure it might be off-putting to first-time viewers. And while Jiji's confidence is somehow able to charm Momo's class, Okarun's lack of confidence is giving him another crisis. Okarun, you know that Momo has some bad memories with Jiji making fun of her grandma. She told you in the first episode. I get that you have no confidence, but you're fine. Also, you seem to have a flawed understanding of relationships. Just because you're in a relationship with someone doesn't mean you have to give up non-shared interests. Even if she did start dating Jiji, which she wouldn't, it wouldn't make her any less interested in the occult. But quick note, I really love how Okarun draws the spirits really well detailed, Momo a bit less so, while Jiji is just a vaguely muscular guy. really shows where Okarun's attention lies. Though at least Okarun's coping method is healthy, even if I'm pretty sure he can't shower before getting back to class, so he must stink from all the exercise. Wait, did I say healthy? Never mind. Okarun, get your shit together! She's a friendly person! There's no need to get up in your feelings and distance yourself! Again! Dear God, this teenage bullshit is killing me. I can understand that you feel jealous and left out, but that's why you should communicate that. Just talk to her. You keep having to learn the same lesson. I love you two so much, but I'm really feeling my age here. Thank God we have some crazy supernatural shenanigans to give us a break from the teenage bullshit. That was getting a bit much even for me. Plus, this is a big part of what people go to Dandadan for. Not romantic drama. Though they have that too. Once things stabilize a bit, we can go back to the fun character interactions that make this series special. Also, I love the detail that Jiji tries to protect Momo because he doesn't know how strong she really is. And his only experience with the supernatural was him being helpless and traumatized. Despite being faced with something he's afraid of and doesn't understand, his first instinct is to help Momo, even if that does more harm than good. With Momo and Jiji getting dragged off into a chase, Okarun takes way too long to actually transform, and him having to take his shoes off so he won't destroy them is a hilarious detail. But also, dude, what are your priorities? The chase scene is fun, chaotic, and certainly well animated, but Okarun should easily be able to catch this guy. Turbo Granny was called the 100km/h Granny for a reason. He's a speedster, yet he doesn't outright grab or attack the guy pulling Momo and Jiji along. Instead, everyone on the street is watching two people fly through the air while another kid runs faster than the cars going down the street. And after all this trouble and ruining a guy's roof, off-brand Buggy the Clown escapes with a horrifying disassemble and reassemble. Though Momo tracks him down anyway, and we get to see some anatomically correct models perform what might be the most romantic moment in the entire show so far. Hell, not just this show. How the hell is a romance between two anatomically correct plastic models better than the majority of trash anime? Either way, watching this touching display gives Okarun a much needed kick in the pants. A kick in the pants he wouldn't need if he just learned to communicate! How many times do you have to learn this lesson? Altogether, this was a good episode, but certainly not my favorite. I love Jiji, but it'll take a little bit for the characters to reach that fun spot in the relationship where it's just a treat to watch them interact. Also, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a 12-episode season, so the next episode is probably going to leave us on a cliffhanger for the season, or between the Cursed House arc and the Evil Eye arc, which feels like an awkward place to end the season and a huge disappointment. But I'd rather they take their time and make something great than rush out some half-baked shit. I just hope Science Saru is behind Season 2 as well, and they don't get the One Punch Man Season 2 treatment. Either way, this was a good but not great episode, but still beats the vast majority of anime. But those are just my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. I'm Merlin with a Y, and thanks for listening to this old man ramble.